Morning, guys. So right now, just start off pumping in some gas for the day, and our call that we're going to is going to be doing an extensive refrigerant leak search with nitrogen only. So there's a technician here last time that did do a leak search with the field piece refrigerant sniffer and was unsuccessful. So now the customer, I guess, knows best and wants us to do a nitrogen only leak search, which I'm fine doing. Ideally, if it were up to me, I would like to double check everything with the coils while refrigerant is in there, maybe throw some more reclaim in there, just to see if I pick up anything, because I told the guy I can't soak the whole entire coil in soap bubbles to find a leak. And if I were going this route, I think it would be even better to do refrigerant dye at that point, so that if it is in the coil, I can at least see it. But the position I'm in, I just do what I'm told. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in that similar position. All I can do is share my opinion and just get the job done. So hopefully we find the leak. If we don't, we don't. Hopefully after that, maybe they will consider my opinion. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, so eventually got a key in. So originally water was leaking through the ceiling. They said it was the first door on the left. So you can see all these tiles are stained. So I guess maintenance said that it was icing up. They say that this is the air handler, which this goes that way, but it must travel up and go out this way. Let's see what the previous technician noted. Of course, there's no reception of this cheap building. Customer wants to get on the schedule for a more extensive leak search. They're also going to call the install company to see if there is any warranty. So that's the thing, this is a new building and we didn't install any of this. Oh, the Guardian. Yeah, we definitely don't install this garbage. Based on the model number. Not that one. 0717. So it's this guy. Coil is completely plugged. Jesus. Let's check his notes. Inspected air handler upon arrival, unit was off. Performed quick leak search. Test ran unit without filter. Observed coil start to frost. Checked refrigerant levels. Subcooling is 2 at 250 and superheat is 53 at 60. System is low on refrigerant. Customer would like extensive nitrogen leak search performed. Customer will be reaching out to the installing contractor to inquire about warranty on the system installed in 2022. Office to follow up and schedule. Yeah, I thought this was going to be like a mini split system. I understand using nitrogen to do leak search. For this type of system, no. We can't check the coil properly with nitrogen. Plus, I'm going to have to use my recovery machine to take all the refrigerant out, put the nitrogen in, and either way they need cooling. So I'm going to have to pull a vacuum since the system is going to be contaminated. It makes no sense to do nitrogen leak search in this situation. Especially with the air handler, it's so easy to get to that coil. So I think we're just going to fill it up with some reclaim to pressurize it more. And we're going to do a leak search again. Alright, put the disconnect back in. That's on. So your thermostat is right here. I don't have a key for that. So I'm going to text them to see where their key is. It's probably going to be in this lockbox, but none of the codes are working for that. So we'll see if they get back to me. Alright, got our reclaim here. The property manager is going to bring me a key for that thermostat box. So I'm just getting ready to pressurize this guy. And then I may have a coworker coming now because I have the field piece refrigerant detector. Since this one may be difficult to find, I want to make sure I have fresh filters, which I'm out of filters for that detector. So he's gonna go ahead and bring me some. This is why I try to tell the office, bring the same technician back so that I don't have to ask a million questions of what's going on. Jesus Christ, that sounds like crap. What a piece of garbage. Oh, he left it upside down. The contactor is so damn loud. I recommend replacing that. Anyway, because if I wash the coil right now, the coil is going to be soaking wet. And if any of you are familiar with using field piece leak detectors, they tend to go off a lot around water. So I'm a little bit hesitant to wash this right now, but it would have been nice if this was cleaned originally so that today it would be already dry. Yeah, that's definitely low. Like I said, if it was a mini split system, it would make sense because that needs a higher pressure of nitrogen. So these, you can always pick up with a sniffer. So we're just gonna get enough pressure in there to do a leak search. Ideally, I would like to also put refrigerant dye in this so I can actually see the leak, but our company doesn't have that. That contactor is really annoying. Ugh, the office is spamming me. Let's see what they want. Package says heated diode sensor. Nope, I need a filter. At least it's field piece, so they're getting closer. That'll be plenty of pressure. I'm gonna turn off the thermostat because this is really annoying. Got the filters, got plenty of them, and they also dropped off an evaporator coil and a line set for me to replace today. So that's gonna be fun as well. Anyways, work is good. It's all job security. There, now we got a new tip on there. And yeah, now my van is full. It'll be a working day. I'm thinking I'm gonna start inside. A couple reasons. One, a lot of leaks I find are usually at the evaporator coil, and two, it's nice and cool in there. I want to cool off a little bit. Cool. Nice easy access. All that copper just rubbing on each other. That's nice. I don't hear anything hissing, and I don't even know what line set it is. This is why you want to call the original installer for this, because they should have blueprints of what is what. People's decision-making skills are interesting to me. Look at this brazing. Holy crap. Gets even worse at the bottom. Holy smokes. I'm really concerned about the line set. If there's a joint up there, it's most likely leaking. Anyway, I'm not finding a whole lot in the coil. There's one spot I've got to hit a couple times, so I'm kind of done with the coil now. Just gonna hit this spot again where I was seeing it earlier, but it's very consistent. That's what I'm trying to look for, is consistency. I'm seeing it in one of the tubes going to the coil. Super corrosive there, super rusted out. So it kind of makes sense if it's leaking there. And that's gotta be it. Every time it goes off. I checked it, it's not wet or anything. Yep. So we have to get a hold of the property management first to figure out what the next steps could be, because we could potentially rebraze that joint and get it going. But on the other hand, we got to figure out their warranty situation, especially with the company that they've been going for. So we got to see if warranty is going to cover that job, or if they just want the coil entirely replaced. So we're going to be waiting on that. I did wash that condenser coil in case if I'm not the guy that comes back. Just want to make sure it gets done, and then recommending replacing the contactor because it's buzzing so freaking loud. It's not impressive for a 2-year-old unit, but hey, it's Guardian, so I can't be that surprised. But I'll see you guys on the next call.